Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. A reminder, we'll have Riot Mike from Riot Fest on at 10 a.m. today. And just in about 6 minutes, right after we do sports, we will get to the statement that was released last night at 7 p.m. about Riot Fest and something very, very exciting, pivotal, and maybe even shocking to some of you. We'll have that coming up here in about 6 minutes after sports.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
And sports is sponsored by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com. Boy, did you see a ridiculous ending and going the wrong way against the Cubs last night as they were up 2-1 going into the ninth. Not a bad score to go in the ninth with. Nope. A 3-run walk-off homer and 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth by the Rays to lose. Ugh.
It's just becoming very disappointing.
Gut-wrenching. Cubs at the Rays again tonight, 5:50. And the White Sox lost 4-3 to the Mariners. I guess the good news is Case's boy, Drew Thorpe, made his MLB debut in the Dylan Cease trade. He was one of the prospects, thought he'd never play. Well, he did, and he did pretty good. 5 innings. 5 innings, gave up only 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 strikeouts. Are you satisfied, Case?
Is he my boy now?
He's your boy.
All right, he's my boy, and I feel pretty satisfied. I watched the first 4 innings last night. I thought he looked good.
I mean, who else is going to be your boy on the team?
Sensitive subject.
I mean, Lewis Roberts probably traded in the next couple of weeks, right?
They are being so outward and bullish about, like, hey, just so the other 29 teams know, Luis Robert Jr. is available to be traded.
Yeah.
And he's not like he's like a sourpuss and has a bad attitude. Luis Robert Jr. is doing his job, and the White Sox are like, you don't need to be here. We will trade you.
Yeah, why keep a good player?
I would like for the Cubs to pick him up. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be wild.
That'd be fun.
Do you get nervous, Case, to start really
Always.
liking a player?
I always get nervous, but why specifically now?
He gets nervous building Legos, Kenzie.
Are you nervous to start liking him because then he'll get traded for sure? Do you want to, like, pretend you don't like him? Like, I'm not even going to notice that guy over there because then he'll stay on the team?
Kenzie, that's such a great question. I'm so glad you asked me that because when I was at the Sox game 2 weeks ago, they were playing the Baltimore Orioles. I went to the Sox team store, and I was in the clearance section, and I thought about all of the great memories that Tim Anderson brought me, World Baseball Classic team, the T-shirt that said, baseball needs more Tim Andersons. I thought about all these great times that I had with him, and what a waste of time it was because he's no longer a Chicago White Sox.
It's true.
This is what happened with Jake Berger.
Jake Berger, Dylan Cease, Tim Anderson, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Maglio Ordonez, if you want to go back 20
Jeez,
years.
okay.
I know.
Wow. Opened up a treasure chest.
This is how I feel about people I've dated in the past. Waste of time, waste of time, waste of time, waste of time.
All out. They'll do it again tonight, by the way. The White Sox at the Mariners at 8:40. Now, you just heard Gil do a little tease on this. That's pretty shocking news that Joey Chestnut, you know what Joey Chestnut is, Kenzie, the hot dog eating contest champion? Do you watch those on July 4th weekend? Do you ever see it?
I don't watch them. I know who he is.
Yeah. It does get disgusting, to be honest. But they're so incredible to watch. He is a champion for forever. Top 10 performances ever. Just Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. And a 19-time champion. So he's been banned, allegedly. Now, he put this out on Twitter last night. I was gutted to learn from the media that after 19 years, I'm banned from the Nathan's July 4th hot dog eating contest. I love competing in that event. I love celebrating America with my fans all over this great country on the 4th. I've been training to defend my title. To set the record straight, I do not have a contract with the Major League Eating. That's the League of Professional Eaters.
Wow. Major League Eating? Is it MLE?
MLE.
Wow.
And
did not know.
Yep. Or Nathan's, he says. He doesn't have a contract with Nathan's either. They're looking to change the rules from past years as it relates to other partners I can work with, meaning he's working with a plant-based hot dog company to be an endorser.
I get it. I mean, he's taken down, thousands of hot dogs. He's probably like, well, let me get a veggie up in this thing.
But here's my question on that. There's a veggie hot dog available. There's a real hot dog available. I'm going for the real hot dog 100% of the time. And I'm not vegan, but I understand the vegan people are going for the vegan hot dog 100% of the time. I don't think he's going to necessarily change someone's mind in that. Maybe I'm naive. I don't know. To eat a vegan hot dog instead of a real hot dog.
Listen, what they need to realize is he is not the normal eating standard. So you may be like, why would you do that? Normal hot dogs taste better. Well, he's dipping them in water and sliding them down his throat.
Yes.
You have to understand.
Right.
This is a different level of eating.
So what you're saying is he's not going to influence anybody because of just what he does.
That's not who's handling hot dogs in this manner. I don't want to hear a joke about that. I don't want to hear a joke.
He continued on his Twitter saying, sadly, the decision Nathan's and Major League Eating are making, it will deprive the fans of the holiday usual joy and entertainment. To my fans, I love you. I appreciate you. Rest assured, you'll see me eat again. Stay hungry.
So wait, I have a question.
Yes.
They're just flat out like Nathan's is like, you cannot sit with us because you're going to eat plant dogs?
So there's been a statement now made. This is his statement. He said what's going on. This is kind of like Riot Fest. It's also kind of like the Caitlin Clark drama with the Olympics. They're leaving someone out that makes you watch it completely. But they said, now this is a statement from Major League Eating, the organization. MLE and Nathan's went to great lengths in recent months to accommodate Joey and his management team. For 2 decades, we've worked under the same basic hot dog exclusivity provisions, saying that you can't do a plant-based hot dog endorsement and be in it. However, it seems that Joey and his managers have prioritized a new partnership with a different hot dog brand over our long-term relationship. They say Joey just an American hero. He's an American hero.
American hero.
But we would love nothing more.
Give him a Purple Heart.
We would love nothing more for him to compete. He's dominated for years, and we hope he returns, not representing the rival brand. So they're trying to make it, that's their statement.
So is he asking for these plant-based hot dogs to be what he eats in the competition?
No.
Oh, well, then who cares what he's doing on his own time?
He's just an endorser. Now, he's probably trying to help promote them, and they said he's the best guy to do it, being the hot dog champ. Again, he owns the top 10 performances of all time, including downing a record 76 hot dogs and buns in 2021. See,
I think this is wrong. I think the sport is separate from his personal life. So when he's at the competition and he's eating the Nathans, okay. But, on a regular Monday, if he wants a plant dog, that's not their business.
Yeah. And
you don't own him and his mouth.
It turns out they do.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Before we give you that Riot Fest announcement, hope you've been listening the whole last hour. This text kind of ties it all together. Anthony said it from Indiana, 219. Nathan's wants Joey as a sex slave for his mouth, like Jabba the Hutt with Princess Leia.
Wow.
Amen.
That's exactly correct.
And if you just joined us, that has to be jarring.
That's a lot to take it. It's a lot to take it on the first break.
Oh, good. They're playing No Doubt. I can't wait to hear what they have to say.
Listen, that's why we have a podcast. If you missed the first hour, you can go back and check it out later on when Case posts all the podcasts at Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts of the show. We put the whole show up later on. Okay, now to the announcement dropped last night. We told you that Riot Fest would have an announcement at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. We're going to have Riot Mike in here at 10 a.m. today to lay out more information about Riot Fest, which has already usually by this point delivered us all the information. So here's what happened last night. This message got dropped by Riot Mike, and I'm going to deliver it to you right now. Dearest fans, you'll find me penning this letter at the end of what was built, the culmination of the wildest journey Riot Fest has traveled. Several weeks ago, I had enough. I was tired of Riot Fest continually being the lowest hanging fruit. I was tired of playing their games. I was tired of watching someone and something I love being continually used to deflect away from their original internal deficits. This prevented us from giving you the experience you deserve. So it became evident a change was needed. Riot Fest will be leaving Douglas Park. And allow me to be as clear as the azure sky of the deepest summer. Our exodus is solely because of the Chicago Park District. Their lack of care for the community, you and us, ultimately left us no choice. But then there's Alderwoman Monique Scott. She is righteous, caring, passionate. She's one of us. The hardest conversation I've had regarding our departure was with her. It was filled with tears and sadness because Riot Fest has real meaning within the 24th Ward and vice versa. We're not abandoning the community. We're taking them on this journey as well. Woo! Through the curtains... though the curtains may have been closed on Douglas Park, another one is opened. It is called Riotland. It's something like you've never seen before, and it's far overdue. So perhaps for one last time, allow your humble guide to take you to the front gates, to a place where all you can choose, where you can choose your own adventure. That would mean the world to me and the friends we're bringing along, because without you, the fans, there would be no soul in what we do. Only at Riotland, your chum, Riot Mike.
Now, can I do a dive on this with you for a second? I don't know if I should be asking this live on air, but I'm just going to do it.
And Riot Mike will be here at 10 a.m. to
Yes.
answer all your questions.
I have gotten a lot of comments, a lot of texts of people saying, oh my gosh, this may be the last time. However, I interpreted that as he's hoping it's the last time they ever have to move location, not the last time they ever have a Riot Fest. What did you think when you read that?
That will be a question for Riot Mike, but also I just have a little tidbit because in the comment section that was asked as well on the post that they did last night, and they commented with the exact words case I don't remember exactly, but he said this does not mean the end of Riot Fest.
Specifically, the Riot Fest Twitter commented, unfortunately, this will not be the last Riot Fest of all time.
I like it.
Yeah, so I think your point was
I thought,
right.
when I read, I didn't even cross my mind. I went immediately like, I think he's hoping this is our permanent home where we are welcome. The rioters are welcome.
Correct. I think you're right. And that is Riot Land. And at 10 a.m., Riot Mike will be here to deliver all the news, including some of the bands, or all the bands will be released today. 10 and 11, a double announcement coming up here on Q101. Now let's get you to a show we know everything about, Third Eye Blind, at Huntington Bank Pavilion, Northerly Island, 312-591-8300. Tickets are on sale now. Our great friends at Live Nation hooked this up for us. So if you beat Kenzie in trivia, Clash with Kenzie coming up next. 312-591-8300. Call now to compete.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Let's go. We got Third Eye Blind tickets for Northerly Island. And Stephen Jenkins, we had a great interview with him on the show. It's on the podcast. You can go back to it and check it out. And he promised to come in here when that show happens June 28th to hang out with us that morning. So you could win these tickets if you beat Kenzie in trivia. And it will be Shelby checking in from Wheaton competing against Kenzie. Ahoy. Tell us something really quick about yourself, Shelby.
Hi. Oh, my God. I did not think I was going to get through. I'm shaking right now. Something about me. I have a 6-month-old baby at home who's keeping me wide awake at night. I'm a little bit sleep deprived, but I'm ready to do this.
All right.
Amen. Right behind you, 4 months.
Yeah. way ahead of you, 19 months.
My man.
Oh, true.
And here's what someone told me. My friend, the guy that I met in the park, and he told me, he said, like, trust me, it gets better. You will get sleep eventually. You will get some. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just not till for 18 years.
Oh, my gosh. Wait that long.
I made a girl cry this morning on the trivia.
There you go.
All right, first one to 5 wins. Shelby, listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Shelby.
Tails.
It is tails.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go, Shelby. Which restaurant promises never-ending soup or salad and breadsticks?
Olive Garden.
Oh, says that like duh.
A woman after my own heart.
Kenzie, what can Brown do for you? Is a slogan for what company?
Brown College. What? I don't know.
It is not Brown College. Shelby, do you know that?
I don't know why my brain went to Brown's Chicken, but I know it's not that.
Oh, my God. That'd be an amazing slogan for Brown's Chicken. It's not that. So what can Brown do for you is UPS, because they wear brown clothes, and the trucks are brown.
Oh,
Never heard that before.
Really?
me either. I've never heard that. I'm not even like, oh, yeah, I didn't hear that ever.
This is kind of a little experiment then, because they've been using that for so long, like decades as their slogan.
They need to hit that harder if they want to
Yeah,
with it,
for
'cause
sure.
that
Never
is
heard
not
that.
resonating.
UPS marketing team, are you listening? It's not working with the female demographic.
It's not sinking in. I got to be
No.
honest.
Wow. All right. Good to know. It's back to Shelby. She's up 1-0.
Shelby, there are 88 keys on what kind of piano?
Oh my God, I don't even know pianos. This is like an organ piano. Is that a thing?
Did you say an organ piano?
She did.
Organs have a lot of keys. I get where she's going.
Kenzie, do you know?
I'm going to say grand.
It's a grand piano, is right.
Oh my God, I didn't know that type of piano.
There's like a grand piano and then like nothing else. There's it's regular pianos, I think.
Well, there's grand and there's baby grand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where they get you.
That sounds like a candy bar. I wouldn't have. I didn't know there was baby grand.
I can imagine going in a store to buy a piano and they're like, well, if you don't have enough money for the grand, we got this baby grand over here.
If you have to ask how much the grand is, you should probably get the baby grand instead.
Facts.
All right, 1-1, back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, which painter reputedly cut off his own ear?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh did that.
Give me that one.
Oh, I think it was for a woman, too.
Yeah,
Ugh.
thirsty.
What women do, man to man. Cut his ear off.
It was her
Yeah.
fault.
Well, it would be nice if they still had the same dedication. Now they can't even delete people off Facebook. So I don't think they do that much to men anymore.
So Van goes on Facebook and sees his girl's cheating on him.
All right, 2-1 back to Shelby.
Shelby, what do you call a cocktail consisting of coconut milk, rum, and a pineapple?
Pina colada.
Pina colada. Okay, 2-2. Back to Kenzie.
Uh-huh.
Who was the host of The Tonight Show from 1962 to 1992?
Okay, so that's pre-J.
That's right.
I know that word is. I know the name Carson's involved, and that's what's bothering me.
Okay. Need the name?
It's Johnny Carson.
Oh, jeez, right before the buzzer.
You know what I had to pause myself from saying? Because I was thinking of the Daily Show, so I said Carson Daily, and then that is, what's it called?
TRL.
Thank you. And I'm like, it's not Carson Daily. This is going to be so embarrassing to say, but it was like interrupting me. Okay, Johnny Carson, thank you. Next.
I would love it if Johnny Carson hosted TRL.
Oh my God, that'd be so great.
I just was trying so hard to not say that. Okay. Woo!
So we got these young kids coming in, a song like Smells Like Teen Spirit. Ed, you heard these guys? Yes, sir. That's a very unusual
I gotta
Johnny.
be honest, I didn't watch Johnny Carson, so this is not resonating
I'm
with
sure
me.
the 18 to 34 demo loved your Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon impression.
I don't even know who the other person is yelling back at him. Did he have multiple personalities, or is that another character you're doing?
I guarantee probably 5 people got that joke I just did. That was a good impression of Johnny Carson. And Ed,
who?
Ed McMahon was his sidekick.
Okay.
And he would say, like, he'd kind of just have his hands in his pockets going like, Ed, there's this band Nirvana with Kurt Cobain, young, good-looking kid. Ed, you know this band?
I thought you were doing Johnny Carson talking to himself.
But then he'd say like to Ed, and Ed would sit there's this big bulky guy. He'd go like, yes, sir. There's great
So
Saturday
you're
Night.
doing 3 people? You're doing Ed and then somebody else and Johnny?
Ed McMahon is the other sidekick guy.
And
Kinda-
who's the big one?
That's Ed McMahon.
That's Ed McMahon.
He was like drunk on the side of the stage every night.
It's kind of like Conan had
Andy Richter.
Yeah.
But so Ed McMahon would just be standing there wasted. and all he would do is look at some old YouTube videos sometime of Johnny Carson. You heard about this kid, Kurt Cobain? Yes, sir. There's some good Saturday Night Live bits of this. I think it was Phil Hartman that did it. Rest in peace.
Oh my God, this just keeps getting older. Just stop talking. Please stop.
Do a dive. It's fun.
Oh my God.
I'd be
please.
curious if everybody listening has known Johnny
Do you have a
Carson.
MASH joke? Just keep it. What is going on?
MASH was amazing, by the way.
Okay, here we go. You have
right.
impersonation.
Shelby, you still there?
I am. I'm walking into work, though.
Okay, my bad.
It's 3-2. It's back to Shelby. Go, 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 go,
Keep your
go.
personalities to yourself, Brian.
Shelby,
Yeah.
your question is, what was the most downloaded app of 2023? So on your phone, the most downloaded app.
Ooh.
So guess an app.
TikTok. I don't know.
Very good guess. Believe it or not, it's not TikTok. I think a lot of people would have said that. It's not. Kenzie, you know.
I am going to say, because I think the old people are starting to gravitate towards it, so it's getting downloaded a lot, is Instagram.
Instagram beat TikTok last year,
Yeah.
which surprised me.
Well, because they all took over Facebook, and now they're mobbing towards Instagram, and then all the young people are going to TikTok. Just keep running away from each other.
So 696 million downloads for Instagram. TikTok had 654 million.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Shelby, bad news. Kenzie has 4.
And it's back to Kenzie.
Oh,
no.
boy. Kenzie,
no.
Ulysses S. Grant was the leader. Another old question. Older than Johnny
You have an
Carson.
impersonation ready for Ulysses Grant?
It's coming up. Check it out. Ulysses S. Grant was the leader of which side in the Civil War?
I'll go north.
North is right. I'm sorry, Shelby. She just guessed.
It's giving north energy.
I was thinking the same. I got you.
Same girl.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm glad I even made it on, so I'll take it.
This was your first time on, huh? Or first
Let's
time?
give her a
was.
prize pack case. Can we send her like a whole little hookup of Q101 gear?
Yeah, Shelby, hang out on hold. I'm going to get your info real quick so you can go to work.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, I love you.
Oh, I love you. What a sweetheart. She's got to get at least a shirt and a hat or something.
Exactly.
In the meantime, right after Mike Shinoda, we will give away those Third Eye Blind tickets to everybody listening. So stay tuned. 3 minutes. You'll hear God Bless the Baby, and she has a new baby. So God bless your baby, Shelby. And we'll have that in 3 minutes for you. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.